Hi everybody, my name's Catty Knight. I'm the nursery teacher and foundation stage manager here at Deverne School. We are so excited to welcome your little ones here with us very soon. I've put together this PowerPoint presentation to give you all the information about what you need to do before your little one starts, and there will be an opportunity for questions at the end. As you can see, my email's there. Please jot it down and feel free to email me anytime. I'll be checking it really regularly and we'll get back to you as soon as I can. Physical development is about gross motor skills such as running, jumping, climbing, hopping, and fine motor skills such as cutting, threading, sticking and writing. It also covers things such as healthy eating, which we explore in our snack, which I'll talk about a bit later, and also talks about being independent. A lot of this presentation is about being independent, so now's the time to give a little bit of extra time when it's time to get ready for going out or getting dressed, and really try and encourage your child to do as much of it as they can themselves, such as taking on and off their coat, putting on and off their t-shirts and shoes and socks, and also using the toilet independently. Another one of our prime areas is communication and language. This also helps children to be independent at nursery. We really encourage them to use their voice. Often in September when they first start, children are used to gesturing or making noises for the things they want. So over the next few months before they start, it would be really helpful for you to encourage them to use their voice. For example, if they're pointing to something they want, ask them, "Tell me what you want." The more that your child is talking for themselves, the easier they'll find it to make friends and ask adults for help. Personal, social and emotional development is one of our biggest areas in nursery that we focus on. It helps us to share, to take turns, and as the children start in September, this will be a challenge for all of them. The way that you can prepare your child for this is by playing turn-taking games, playing games where your child doesn't always win, and spending time with other children wherever that's possible. Personal, social and emotional development also helps children to make friends. As we talked about before, using their voice is really important to ask things such as, "Can I play? Can I have a turn? No, thank you, and yes, please." It also allows the children to have a bit of courage when wanting to talk to an adult if they're upset or they need a little bit of help with anything. Each week there will be 5 focus children. We follow these children's interests as this is how young children learn best. You can help us by letting us know what they're interested in doing at home, and we will then use those interests to share with their friends. This will help to develop their speech and language skills. The adults will gather information on these focus children each week by writing down what they're doing, taking photos and writing quotes. This will be shared with you at the end of each week that your child is a focus child, and then their next steps are discussed to help move their learning forward. Tapestry is a great way of communicating with parents. So we ask parents to upload photos and videos and comments of what the children are up to when they're not at nursery, similarly to how we do on our focus sheets. And when the children are back at school, we can share this with their rest of their class or in a small group to develop their speech and language skills. It's also really good for us if we need to send a quick reminder to parents or if we want to share something funny that's happened that day. You can download the app onto your mobile phone, and it gives you a little notification every time we upload something. So it's really helpful, and it's really nice to see the children at nursery. We use it quite a lot more in September. If any of the children are a little bit unsettled, then we can send you a photo to show you, look, they're having fun now, so you don't feel guilty all day that they're sad at nursery. Easy Peasy is a home learning app. It sends you a video of an adult and a child playing a game, which you can then play with your child. The games are specially designed by experts to develop all areas of learning, and there's lots of research to suggest how good it is at getting children ready for school. At Deverne, we absolutely love outdoor learning, and we are so blessed to have such a lovely garden in the nursery. This, however, does get very muddy and wet during the winter months, sometimes the summer months too. Please bear this in mind when getting dressed for nursery, and bring plenty of spare clothes, as even with the children's waterproof clothing, they sometimes still manage to get wet. We encourage the children to dress and undress themselves, so wearing elasticated waists and Velcro shoes really help them to achieve this. In the summer, please bring a hat and a bottle of sun cream, and in the winter, please wrap them up nice and warm with an extra jumper and a woolly hat. The most important thing to remember is to label absolutely everything, as the children do try and dress themselves independently, but don't always put their clothes immediately in their bags. This will really help us to find out which t-shirt belongs to who. It's also a good idea to bring lots of extra pants and socks if your child is not quite there with toilet training. We can support you with that. However, it's best if the children are toilet trained before they start, wherever possible, as again, as I've stated previously, the children don't always want an unfamiliar adult to support them with getting changed. Children may feel slightly anxious starting nursery, and if they're having toileting accidents as well, it may add to their stress, and we don't want that. Obviously, not all children are going to be able to be toilet trained by the time they start nursery, so please email me if you would like any support with this over the next few months. I've got lots of contacts that have really good quality advice, and we can work together on this in order to give your child a good start in nursery. At Deverne Nursery, we encourage the children to help us prepare snack, so the children will get involved with chopping, with supervision, and learn about the vegetables and the fruit that they're being offered. We do lots of growing in our vegetable patch, which we then use for our snack. We have lots of options for our healthy snack, including hot and cold options with lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. We ask families to contribute £15 a month for snack, and that is a free flow snack. So it's similar to a cafe where children can pull up a chair and they pour their own drinks and serve their own food, and then at the end they scrape their plate and wash it, to really encourage that independence. And snack is a time that the children really enjoy. It's with that in mind really important that we know about any allergies or intolerances before the children start, so that we can make sure that none of those foods are being ordered, or that alternatives can be ordered for your child. Lunch, we ask you to bring a packed lunch if your child is staying. If you're just doing mornings only, then your child will be eating lunch at home. But if your child is staying all day, then they will need to bring a packed lunch. Again, we encourage healthy eating, so we don't allow any chocolate. So that includes chocolate yogurts or chocolate brioche. Absolutely no fizzy drinks. A bottle of water is preferred, and don't worry too much about filling their lunch boxes with lots and lots of food, because they would have had a large snack, and the majority of children choose to eat something warm during that time as well. So something simple like a sandwich, a piece of fruit and a yogurt is more than enough. Again, if there's any allergies, then please let us know. We are a no-nut school, so in addition to your chocolate and your fizzy drinks, please do not bring in any nuts. That includes peanut butter, and any little snack bars that might have nuts in. I think Tracker bars are a good example that we see sometimes. Please don't bring any of those in, as we would hate to put any children at risk of having a severe reaction. Again, please label everything. And another good thing to practice is opening and closing lunch boxes, and opening and closing tin foil and cling film wrapped foods, because again, if a child is brand new at nursery and feeling slightly anxious and they can't get into their sandwiches, that something as simple as that can really throw them and make them panic. So we want them to be really independent and really happy, and obviously there's adults to support at all times, but the more independent they can be, the more relaxed they'll feel. So the doors in the morning open at 8:25. We welcome the children. You're more than welcome to stay and settle them into an activity for the first 15 minutes. We then move on to registration and activities with an adult. The morning children are collected at 12:30, and that's whenever everyone else sits down for lunch. And the end of the day pickup is at 2:30. There are also at Deverne a breakfast club and after school club, and if you would like any more information about those, please email me. If you would like to apply for full-time hours, or you may be eligible for free hours, then please look at the link on the slide, gov.je/nursery hours, or give me an email if you're unsure and I can help you with that. Thank you so much for listening to my PowerPoint presentation. I hope you all have a fabulous summer and you have lots of family time and make some super memories. We really can't wait to welcome you at Deverne really soon, and please do not hesitate to ask me any questions. I'm going to collect all of the questions that I'm asked, and I'm going to send them to all of the parents, just in case there's anything that you had thought of or hadn't thought of, to give you all the same information. Please take care, and we'll see you really soon.